What is up, everyone? It's Kanan,
It's Jessie.
and we are the Geeky Sane couple, back with another reaction of RWBY Fairy Tales. This is the Indecisive King, and I kind of like this story because I can be indecisive in a lot of ways, but I like the message of the stories. Her, on the other hand, when it comes to going out to eat, one of the most indecisive people I have ever met. Well, okay, I'm sorry. But
You're indecisive when it comes to making stuff at home.
Well, yeah, but like whenever we go out and eat, you take what, a good extra 15 minutes to decide what you want, even if it's a place we've been to before. I like picking on her. Okay, so once again, I'm making sure I don't almost throw the book at Jess this time. If you've not read this book, ow, I just hit my headphone with it. I'm dangerous with this book.
Give it to me.
If you've not bought it, buy this book. Yes, true, I've not read through all of it yet, but it's a really good book. It's also very good, I guess, looking for theories and all that while watching these. It's also really good for that, so yeah, go buy this book. Also, look what we finally got. Ta-da! It is, how do you pronounce this again? They're the Nedroids, I think.
So.
But yes, I finally got a hold of the RWBY one. Jess has one as well, just that she hasn't picked it up yet. So I may do an unboxing video for this. Still gotta get Weiss, and I believe
I have tracked her down though.
I believe you've told me though that Blake has in fact been delayed
Twice.
Okay, so that probably means Yang's gonna be delayed as well.
It threw me off because on Instagram I had found somebody had posted pictures of them posing them and all that, and I was confused, thinking, okay, did we miss something? No, it must have been somebody getting a test piece or something. I don't know, but I do know that I've gotten 2 emails saying that first she was delayed to November and now she's delayed till December. But I looked at another website and it said January. So I have a feeling we're probably going to get another delay. I haven't gotten anything on Yang, but I have a feeling we'll probably get that delayed too, since she comes out after.
Yeah. All right. Well, it kind of makes sense if Blake gets pushed back, they would push Yang back. That way they can put them out in
we'll probably
order.
See something in December, because I didn't get the one for Blake until it got to October.
So yeah, look out for an unboxing video of this very soon. Alrighty, let's get on. This one's a longer episode, a little over 7 minutes. That's with the intro and credits and all that. So let's see what they got for us.
Is knowledge the answer to all your problems? Surely being more informed leads to smarter choices.
Many think it's money.
But even the wisest among us have limits. What happens to the mortal mind when it has more knowledge than it is capable of bearing?
Pretty sure
you go insane.
Well, that crown, the way they showed it.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the
one of the relics.
The relic that's under Beacon.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Your Grace, his tree fell on my fence and broke it.
There was a great storm. It's not my fault the tree fell. The wind blew it over.
Here is what you shall
Whose
do.
tree is it
Chop
belong
and
to?
mill the tree and use it to build a new fence. Any wood that remains, sell at market and divide the profit between you.
Thank you very much, Your Grace.
You are truly
That's smart.
as wise as they say.
And so the king commands.
Why does that look like Oscar? I can already see it. We're gonna get which one of these is Ozpin already. I guarantee you that's already going.
Please, I must see the king.
Is that a Grim emblem on his top?
Please, your grace. I need your help.
Tell me, what has befallen you?
That looks like a Grim.
Creatures of Grim destroyed
speaking
my
of Grim.
entire village. Now my family is dead and I have nothing
Wait,
left.
is that a tail?
Faunus.
Oh, she's a faunus. Yeah, I just now noticed she's got a tail. Okay.
I don't know how to go on.
You must keep living. And as you have nowhere else to go, please show her to one of our many empty rooms. She may stay here as long as she likes.
Well, that was nice of him. Oh, is she falling? Oh.
What troubles you, citizen?
Your Grace, your wit.
Okay. I'm going on a limb here. Okay, so I'm guessing he's a faunus because of the horns. But if he's not a faunus and this is just decoration, a guy who walks in a hood with horns usually doesn't have the best intention. Like I said, if he's a faunus, which I can't tell yet, more than likely is, then fine. But still, a hooded figure, that's usually not good.
Wisdom and judgment is famous in my kingdom.
And he's also like building him up, so
a marvel of
that's the relic. It's gotta be.
That's what I'm saying. There's no other explanation. It looks like it.
Well, like we've seen like
The shadow outline, and
yeah,
the, like sketch, like when they showed all four of them,
and it kind of looks like that. Plus, which relic is like, what is it? The like the relic of. I don't remember, but that may have a connection to this story.
world. This crown is no ordinary crown, you see. But to truly understand how special it is, you must put it on.
It's a trap. Like, you can just tell. And he's just going, oh, okay. I'm gullible. Yeah. War? Cosmic war?
No, it can't be.
He threw that like a frisbee.
Where's that man? Find him.
Oh, he didn't like what he saw. I just noticed she's got just four fingers. Well, it's a fairy tale, so
How can I aid you?
maybe it's the way
Your Grace,
her hand was drawn.
I have fallen in love, but he is very poor, and my father disapproves. Should I marry for love, or obey my father?
True love
Oh,
is
gosh.
a rare and wonderful gift. If you wish to be happy in this life, follow your heart.
And so, the king commands.
Well, she liked that answer.
Wait!
Uh-oh.
No, you cannot eat love. You cannot sleep in love's shade. Do not marry him. Wait for a richer man.
You cannot eat love. That is probably the best line I have ever heard. Wow, okay. So, once again, I love the fact that they brought back the kind of like the shadow.
The more formed shadow people.
Yeah, like, for the people that are just, background people and not important to the story, but you cannot eat love. You.
And so, it is commanded?
He's like, are you sure? He second-guessed himself.
I will see no one else.
Get out. Interesting. No
Why
longer.
has the king closed his gates to his subjects? And who are they?
The king has come across an impossible problem, so he has summoned the wisest in the land to solve it.
Oh. Well, he didn't like what that one had to say. He's having everyone from across the land come try to help him. Because I guess that crown really messed up something.
Who are you? Ugh. You cannot possibly help me.
I
Wow.
don't remember.
Ooh.
Your Grace, you saved my life.
and now it is my turn to help you.
Maybe it's just the
Please,
way her hand
what
is
torments you
drawn.
so?
No, I cannot. It is far too great and terrible.
Mix of emotions
Share
there.
your burden with me. Let me wear the crown so I may understand.
You sure you want to do that? Oh boy. I like this galaxy-like background. Wow. Okay, she saw something completely different.
I think I understand now. This crown, it gives a glimpse into the future, to a decision that must someday be made.
We have clearly seen vastly different visions. What this cursed crown has shown me is a distant crossroads. One with no solution, no way out that doesn't end in disaster.
But it is in the future, is it not?
Of course. But I now have the gift of time to...
Wonder if, because they're not stating how far, could he have seen like what's taking place? Like, okay, these are fairy tales. These are, you know, we gotta remember these
Fairy tales that exist
within RWBY.
yes.
Yeah, so it's not like we are seeing something
Hints.
something that actually happened in the past in Remnant. Like,
the fairy tales on which probably Remnant was built.
Yeah.
So
like at first I was like, could he have seen something in the distant future? Because I think in the book it was a decision he had to make that he saw no good response to. But in the animated version, it just states that he saw something in the past. I almost want to say, could it be the conflict with Salem? But like I remember, this is a fairy tale. This is not a look into Remnant's past, which is kind of hard because a lot of these, like this one and plus the Shallow Sea, kind of are like they take place in the past in a way.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to remember. These are supposed to be fairy tales that may or may not have happened in Remnant. Cause
maybe we'll be able to connect this to when we see that relic.
Yeah, maybe. Because, you know, this could end up being a fairy tale that actually happened. Because look at the Four Seasons, which is a fairy tale in Remnant, which is the story of the four maidens, but it technically actually happened.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like, when he saw the vision, I heard, like, battle cries and all that. A lot of them sounded... there was one in particular I remember did sound female, so I automatically thought of, you know, Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang fighting and all that. But that's just me connecting this to that because it's RWBY. It's a RWBY story. But anyway, let's get back.
Find the right answer and avert the consequences.
That is no gift at all. If you only concern yourself with the future...
Looks like she's only got 4 fingers.
Things right
Yeah,
in front of your eyes.
While he's got 5, huh?
Life is full of decisions, but you must trust yourself to do the right thing when the time comes. You must keep living.
Gave him back his own advice.
This advice is very wise.
I heard it from a very wise man.
Oh, yeah.
And so, the wise
Look.
king found an even wiser queen.
Well, it actually had the way it was going there, I thought it was going to have a bad ending. But, it's wild because, okay, so these fairy tales exist within the world. These are the kind of fairy tales that kids in Remnant would be told for like bedtime stories and stuff like that. So here we have it's just wild how a lot of things in RWBY work, you know, because you've still got people who don't like the Faunus. Yet here we've got a story where a Faunus woman married a king and became a queen. Like it's
definitely
so we've got another Faunus and human relationship to add. What? I just had to point that out.
Well, what I was going to say, it's definitely also a big message for what they were, you know, pretty much interpreting in this is that, yeah, he was confronted with all those decisions and so worried about what he saw, he needed somebody from the outside to come and tell him relying on that's not going to lead you in the right direction.
Yeah.
So,
I also like how this is one of those fairy tales where, you know, an object comes into possession and, like, it can either help or hurt you. 'Cause wasn't there... It's been so long since I've read the fairy tale, but the story of King... No, it wasn't an item that gave him the touch to turn everything into gold, was it? King Midas? Or was it? Because I remember...
Hand of Midas.
Yeah, because I remember in the Muppet version, Kermit had an item that allowed him, when he touched everything, to turn into gold. So it's
in Aladdin too.
Yeah, so
in the King of Thieves, that's the one thing that they were after, and whatever it touched, it was turning to gold.
Yeah, so it's kind of like in that, you know, the Midas touch kind of way, where you'll get an item that can bring blessings, but also hardships. It also, you know, went with the whole thing of, you know, having too much knowledge can sometimes be a bad thing, and that kind of goes back to the knowledge that Ozpin has and the fact that he kept it from so many people for so long about Salem. So I like how in each of these fairy tales so far you can take little bits and pieces from it and see it applied in the main show. So, and you know, RWBY itself is 100% based on fairy tales, folklore, and stuff like that. So it's really nice that they're doing it. It's kind of like keeping RWBY in its roots, you know, from its fairy tale roots, if you will.
Yeah, I still think that we could possibly see or learn more of a connection to this once that relic is discovered.
I would like to think so. I would like to think that's one of the big reasons why they made this show. Also, I think it was to keep us, you know, busy while we wait for Volume 9. Even though I
like this because these are essentially, RWBY was developed from fairy tales, but now we're seeing the fairy tales that have, you know, pretty much is remnant and everything is based on. Like, all these people are based off. Some of them are just that, fairy tales that came from one small story, and others like the Faunus one and this one, obviously they generate from somewhere. But I don't think we're going to learn more about this one within RWBY until that relic either starts getting talked about or is...
Yeah, I would like to think that, I mean, that may not have been the relic, but I think it's definitely going to be...
around it.
It's going to have some connection. Sadly, I think after this one, we've only got 2 more of these left. I think they're doing The Girl in the Tower, which is based off Salem. And then the last one, I think, is going to be The Warrior in the Woods, I believe. It's been a while since I saw the episode listing. But yeah, I think there's only 2 more left after this. So, hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave us a comment. And as always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.